ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। Okay, so we're looking at samasa. I wish it was as good as samosa, then it'll be more fun. But this is not samosa, it is samasa. So we have to spend some extra effort. So we are looking at samasas. Two words come together, typically nouns. The word which among them, which will align with the verb, which will denote the verb, will be called pradhanam. So if it's Purvapada is the first word in the compound, Uttarapada is the second word in the compound. And mind you, each word could be a compound in itself. So Uttarapada Pradhanam is called tatpurusha. This I will repeat every class so that this should not go from your head. Purvapada Pradhanam is Avyayi Bhava. Anyapada Pradhanam is Bahuvrihi. And Sarvapada Pradhanam is Dvandva Samaksa. In that, we are looking at tatpurusha. And right now, we are looking at one type of tatpurushas depending on name depending upon the case of the relationship between the two words. So if the case is sixth case, we call it sixth Shashti Tatpurusha. If it's second case, we call it Dvitiya Tatpurusha. If it's third case, we call it Tritiya Tatpurusha, right? Which means a word in third case combines with another word to form a compound, which will be called a Tritiya Tatpurusha compound, right? So we saw this last time. Kartrakarno Karane Krita Bahulam. I mentioned Sutra. So you start getting that in your head. A Tritiya in the sense of used in the sense of an agent, a karta or a karana may combine another word to form a Tritiya Tatpurusha compound. And there's a very fairly wide open rule, and you find tons of examples. I don't know if you made an attempt to find some examples from Gita or elsewhere. If you did, you should have at least found a few. Did anyone try? Yes? No? Anyone wants to tell some words which you found? No. Fine. It's okay. Yes, Harsha.
Swamiji, you're looking for 3TP only, or can it be anything other?
No, I said since Tritiya, I mean, anything is fine, but I said Tritiya Tatpurusha because we covered it last class. That's all.
Okay. Bana Hataha was one example that I came across.
Good.
Netrahinaha.
Netrahinaha. Fair enough. Netrahinaha. Fair enough. Netrahihina. Netrabhyam hina. Okay, good. Yeah. Never mind. The idea is, if you looked, since I told I don't want to not recognize people who have tried to work on it. That's why I asked. Okay. If you didn't work on it, it's okay. There is no official homework. It's all unofficial homework. Okay. So now we have to look at, see this, though we are covering it, and I'm trying to give you certain nuances as we go. These chaturthi, panchami, saptami tatpurushas are not very predominant. Tritiya tatpurusha we saw last time is very important. You will see lots of them. Good to know it well. That's why I asked you to do that one. Now, Shashti tatpurusha is very common. You will see lots of them. The rest of them are quite restricted. So if you remember the word Shrita, Tita, Patita, okay, good. You don't remember, not much lost. Okay. But Tritiya Tatpurusha, if you don't remember, a lot will be lost. Better keep it in view. Now we will look at Chaturthi Tatpurusha. Right. All right. So Chaturthi Tatpurusha is, see, I like to show you how it works. Okay. That's why I put the sutra numbers also. Though we have not really taken off with Pani in a big way, it's something which you will learn in course of time. So it's good to know it. So Chaturthi Vibhaktyantam. Let me actually share the screen of Ashtadhyayi itself so you get more used to it. Okay. Then we'll come back to the screen. Okay. All right. So what is the sutra number? So we find 2.3, sorry, 2.1 dot. So we just find it now. Should be around 22. Three Tatpurusha is here. 24. Then Annena Venjanam, here is Chaturthi. So essentially you will find that, Tatpurusha begins with 2.122. Okay. Tatpurusha compounds begin with 2, second chapter, first pada, 22nd sutra. Now, this will continue up to the end of this pada and a little into the second. So all compounds from here down will be Tatpurusha. Right? So in that we saw a few. Second. We saw a few. So we saw this Tritiya we saw last time. Kartrikarane Krita Bahulam. Okay. Now I'm entering this one. Chaturthi Tadarthartha Bali Hita Sukha Rakshitaihi. And then you see something in blue which says Vaktavyam. These are typically called Vartikas, which means this is what Pani said. Okay. But somebody came and said, look, this should have also been added. This extra information should have also been included in the sutra. Since it's not, I am specifying this. In the parampara, it's given like this. They are typically called Vartikas. Okay. Now let us enter this sutra. Now I'm going to take you a little further into how this sutra can be understood. Okay, a little further. Each time a little more. Now, can you spot this Chaturthi? What's the case and number? He is given here, so it's easy for you. Chaturthi is Prathama Ekavachan. Okay, and this is what? Tritiya. Tritiya Vibhakti. You are able to spot this much? Okay. Basic samasa is what? One subanta combines with another subanta. Sup, supa, saha, samasyate. One sup ending. Sup means you should know all nouns. Subanta means nouns. One sup ending combines with another sub ending to form what? A compound. This is general for all compounds. Now, what you will find is it is good to know the cases of these words, which is in the first case in the sutra, not in the Vigrahavakya, in the sutra, and which is in third case. Okay. What you will find is typically this fellow, the word in first case, in Tatpurusha will come first. I will illustrate that as we go further. Okay. So let us see now. Let us see what he has to say. Chaturthi, sorry, I'll go Kashika. Sup supa iti vartate. Vartate means this is coming down as an anuvritti from a previous sutra. From which sutra I don't tell you, but it's coming down. These words are in the context. Am I making sense? These words are in the context. What are the words? Sup, supa. Sup is what case? First case. Supa is what case? Third case. Singular. How do you know? Marut, marutau, marutaha, marutam, marutau, marutaha. Then what will be? Maruta, marudbhyam, marudbhi. Decline sup, sup, supau, supaha. Supam, supau, supaha. Just like marut. Supa, subhyam, subhihi. Okay? So third case singular is what? Supa. Sup, supa. Now, sup and sup are going to combine. Sup and sup are going to combine. But the second will be put in third case. Sup, supa, saha, saha tritiya. Samasyate. Are you with me so far? Okay. Then, now you look. When you're making any sentence, suppose there are two words in the same case, what do? One will be qualifying the other. Are you with me? Suppose I say, Ramaha gacchati. Ramaha Lakshmanena saha gacchati. Is the sentence clear? Rama goes along with Lakshmana. Now I say, Ramaha Shyamaha Lakshmanena Gaurena saha gacchati. What does Shyama mean? Dark. What does Gaura mean? Fair. You know, lighter complexion. So now I'm saying Rama, Shyamaha, Lakshmanena, Gaurena, saha gacchati. I can flip the order. I can say Ramaha, Lakshmanena, saha gacchati, Shyamaha, Gaurena. What will you do? What will you do with the sentence? You have to now recognize which are in the same case and numbers. So what will you do? Ramaha, first case singular. Lakshmanena, third case singular. Shyamaha, first case singular. Gaurena, third case singular. Now which aligns with which? Gaurena goes with Lakshmana, Shyama goes with Rama. Now how will you translate? Rama, Shyama. Rama, who is dark complexion, goes along with Lakshmana, who is what? Gaurena. Who is lighter complexion. How do you know Gaurena goes Lakshmana? Third case, singular. Lakshmanena, third case, singular. You have to combine what goes with what. This is called Samanadhikaranyam books. Do you remember these? We have seen all this in your previous classes. Not saying anything new. Okay. So now, here also, we have to use the same rule. Sup, supa, saha samasyate. Which sup? That which ends in fourth case, that sup combines with a certain set of words. Supa, and what are those? Bali, Rakshitaihi, etc. So these two, this is how the whole sentence come together. So what do we know? The supa is going to be there all through the compound section. Because in every compound you have normally, mostly, a sup combined with sup. And that will come as supa. Now you're doing something extra, telling something about the sup and the supa. Which word will combine with which word? That's what happens in each individual sutra. And you combine them, you will get this kind of subwords will combine with this kind of subwords to form these kind of compounds. Okay? You don't need to understand all this today. I've said introductory, I'm going much deeper than introductory. Okay? But I'm hoping that it will kindle your interest and soon make you more comfortable with looking at Ashtadhyayi, which is where I want to take you in the longer run. And this is in some ways easier to look at because there are not too many complications of deriving forms, etc. Okay. So now what happens? Sup supa iti vartate. Then what does it say? Tasya visheshanam etat. So what we are talking about, chaturthi, is what? First case. It's a Visheshana for what? The word super. And then tadarthartha balihita sukha rakshitai. One word. Ending in third case plural, right? Are you able to spot that? Tai. So that will go with supa. So he says these are two or what? Visheshanas for supa and supa. All right. So now, what is it now? He's basically saying that, let's give me a second, okay? Sometimes here. Okay. What are the words here? You look at the tadartha, one word, artha, bali, hita, sukha, rakshitai. How many words are there? Tadartha is one word in this. Artha, bali, hita, sukha, rakshita. These are the words we will combine. With what? A word ending in the fourth case. Are you with me? This is more for the mechanics, not for the importance of the compound, okay? Now, these are all what? They are equally pradhanam, because with each of them the word compounding can happen. This is called a dvandva samasa. What will dvandva samasa be? Tadarthancha, arthancha, balishcha, hitascha, sukhascha, rakshitascha. Will become what? Tadartha, artha, balihita, sukha, rakshita. This is called dvandva samasa. Are you with me? Just combining them. Now, all of them are pradhana, which means any of the words can equally well combine with chaturthi. Okay? So, see the format. A word, one word, which is ending in fourth case, can combine with any of these words to form a compound. Now, what's the job now? We have to understand what do each of these words mean. Okay? So, let us take the first word here. What does it say? So, he tells you, tadartha, artha, bali, hita, sukha, rakshita, ityetaihi. The word in the compound. Ityetaihi saha, because third case, saha tritiya. With these, chaturthyantam samasyate. A word in fourth case ending will combine to what? Tatpurusha samasaha bhavati. Are you with me so far? Okay. Now, tadarthena prakriti vikara bhave samaso ayamishyate. Now you have to understand this. Not critical for us, but still good to know what's going on. See, when you say tadartha, what does tadartha mean here? Tasya artham, tadartham. Shashti tatpurusha. For the sake of that. For the sake of what? Tasmay artha can say. Tasya artha, no tasmay artha. For what? Now he is saying it's a restricted case. This is when you have a karya karana relationship. Prakriti means the cause. Its vikara is a karya. When this relationship is there alone, this tadartha word will make sense. For example, what do you have? You have gold. What is gold called? Hiranyam. Gold is Hiranyam. All right. What is earring called? Anyone want to tell me? What is earring called?
Kundalam.
Kundala. Okay. Now, you want to say gold for the earring. What do you want to say? Gold for the earring. How will you say it? Yes.
Hiranyaya, Kundalaya Hiranyam.
Kundalaya Hiranyam. Good. Kundalaya Hiranyam. Now, the gold is for the sake of Kundala. This is called tadartha relationship. Understand? Now, Kundalaya Hiranyam. What will the compound become? Kundala Hiranyam. Compound will become Kundala Hiranyam. What does it mean? Kundalaya Hiranyam. This is somewhat clear. Now you can form examples of your own, right? You have a cloth, vastram. And what is the vastram coming from? Cotton. Karpasa, cotton. Now what will your compound be? Vastraya karpasam. Correct? Then what will compound become? Vastra karpasaha or vastra karpasam, depending on gender. So you can come with an example. You want chapati and atta, you can make an example. See, so you think about it, right? When you say chapati flour, this is what it says on your packets. Chapati flour. What does it mean? Flour for chapati, isn't it? That's the chaturthi tatpurusha. But you cannot say, this is a cloth for a party. You cannot make the compound. Why? The tadartha is excluded, is restricted to only a cause-effect relationship. Are you with me? It's restricted to a cause-effect relationship. Only prakriti means cause, vikriti means, or vikara means effect. When that is the relationship, then chaturthi tatpurusha is possible. One usage. All right? That is the meaning of the word tadartha. In tadartha, you have two words. This for that. One will be in fourth case, one will be in first case. Kundalaya hiranyam. Vastraya karpasam. Ghataya brit. Ghata mridaha. What will it mean now? Normally we talk of brit ghata. Now ghata mridaha. What will it be? Clay for ghata. Mrid for ghata. Is that clear? Any questions? Feel free to raise your hand, okay? Otherwise, I'll move forward. Okay. Let's go back here now. So this is tadarthena prakriti vikara bhave samasaha ayam ishyate. I explained this to you. Now I'm showing you the Sanskrit, okay? Tadarthena, by the word tadartha in this sutra. Prakriti vikara bhave. Only when there's prakriti vikara bhava, cause and its effect, this compound is desirable. Ishyate. Otherwise, no. Okay. Example is what? Yupaya daru. Yupa means a sacrificial post. Daru means wood. Now, how will you translate this? Someone can try. Yes, Malati.
Wood for the sake of the post.
Correct. Wood for the yupa. Yupaya daru. Next example you can see. Kundalaya hiranyam. Kundala hiranyam. Okay. Then what does it say? Iha na bhavati. What does it mean? Here it won't happen. What won't happen? Fourth case tatpurusha won't happen. What is that? Randhanaya sthali. Randhanaya sthali. Here what won't happen? Compounding won't happen. Why? Because see, sthali means like some vessel, okay? Like a kadhai, a wok kind of thing, a saucepan. In that, what do? You do some basting or roasting, you do something, right? So this is a saucepan to do some work. Is that prakriti vikriti bhava? It is one for the sake of another. But the relationship is not one of cause and effect. Therefore, you cannot make a fourth case compound. It will remain what? Randhanaya sthali. You cannot make Randhana sthali. That's a style. So he said, what does tadartha mean? It means prakriti vikara bhava. What are the examples? Gave a few. Then what? Why do you say this specifically? To show you what won't be included. Ihana bhavati. This won't happen. Where? randhanaya sthali. Similarly, nayo lukam iti. Avahanaya. It should, this is a dash, okay? One word. Avahanaya ukalam iti. It won't become avahana ukalam because it is not a cause-effect relationship. Okay? Now, chaturthi cha asmadeva jnapakat tadarthye bhavati. So you know what? To make a sentence yupaya daru, if you remember our old classes, when can you use fourth case? What is the example we have seen? When something is being given for the recipient of something donation, we will say fourth case, right? Brahmana, idam dadami. Where was this example of upaya for daru? We didn't see the example. It is not an example for the karana. Then you have what? Sampradana. Not an example of sampradana, not a karaka. Then what kind of chaturthi is this? This will be a upapada chaturthi. And what sutra tells you this kind of chaturthi can be made? This sutra, tadartha, chaturthi tadartha. Therefore, is saying that chaturthi cha asmadeva jnapakat tadarthye bhavati. Because of the samasa sutra alone, in sutra language, you can have a sentence upaya daru, kundalaya hiranyam. Otherwise, it's not justified. Extension of vibhakti being done in samasa section. Okay. Then, now the next one is what we have seen. Tadartha. What's the next word? Artha. Are you with me? See here. Tadartha with chaturthi ending we have seen. Now what? Artha. Next word artha. What is artha? For that he has something to say. What does he say? This one you pay attention. This is the most important for us in language for us. Arthena nitya samasa vachanam sarvalingata cha vaktavya. I'll explain this to you now. Let us go and look at this. Brahmanartham payaha. Brahmanartha yavagu. What does it mean? For a brahmana. For a brahmana. Brahmanaya. You want to say what? Brahmanaya. You want milk for a brahmana. Milk for a brahmana. How will you say it in plain sentence, no samasa? Brahmanaya payaha. Payaha means milk. Brahmanaya payaha. Now, it can be said with a compound by saying Brahmanartham payaha or Brahmanartha payaha, depending on the gender. Okay. So, in these cases, what happens is, you will find this very common. This kind of compound, you will find very commonly. For the sake of that. That's what it means. See, in the previous tadartha, both the words were unknown to us. Yupa and daru. Kundala and here, hiranyam. The word tadartha was not sitting anywhere in the compound. Now the word artha will be sitting in the compound. The word artha itself will be sitting. And what does it mean? For. It literally means for. For the sake of. All right. Now, when we say, you give, for the sake of this you give. So for the sake of Brahmana, you keep milk. For the sake of Brahmana, you please save some milk because he's going to come. He is observing Ekadashi, he won't take food. Please keep some milk for him. What will you say? Brahmanartham payaha, you please save. Nikshipyatam, let it be kept away. You can make a sentence like that. Okay. This is the idea. Is this clear? This is the meaning of artha. We'll see more examples as we go. This artha is the most significant one in this section. Okay. Now let me take your attention to one more aspect there. What is it saying here? It is arthena nitya samasa vachanam sarvalingata cha vaktavya. Nitya samasa means what? You will not get a swapada vigraha. Brahmanasya artham you will not get. Brahmana artham you won't get. Brahmanaya is Brahmana. Vigraha vakya is what? Brahmanaya idam. Just use the pronoun. And this compound is nityam. Means you can't make Brahmana and artha and two words and convey the same. You have to compound if you want to use these words. And the interesting thing is, now what happens? See, till now, in Tatpurusha, the rule is the gender of the compound will be the gender of the second word, the pradhana. So if I say Raja Kumaraha, what does it mean? The prince, the son of the king. What gender will it be? What gender will Raja Kumara be? Not a difficult question.
Male.
Male. Good. Suppose I say Raja Kumari. What gender will it be?
Female.
Female. Suppose I say Raja Kumaram. What gender will it be? Raja Kulam, not Raja Kumar. Raja Kulam.
Napumsakalinga.
Why?
Because
Because
Kulam.
the word Kula is neuter. The word Kumara is masculine. The word Kumari is feminine. Okay. So suppose I say Aja Bhakshitaha. Aja Bhakshitaha. Bhakshita. Aja is what? A goat. Aja is a goat. Now, suppose a Grantha or a Pustaka. What is the gender of word Pustaka? Pustakam, Pustake, Pustakani. What gender?
Napumsakalinga.
Napumsakalinga. So now, if I say Aja Bhakshitam, I should say what? Aja Bhakshitam Pustakam. Correct? This is how the compounds Tatpurusha are. The gender of the compound depends on the gender of the Pradhana Pada, which is always the second word. Uttara Pada Pradhana. All right. So the gender of the compound is understood that way. Now here, when I say Brahmanartha, it can be Brahmanartha, Brahmanartham, Brahmanartha, or Brahmanartha. Now, the compound is not taking a gender based on the word artha. It is going to take the gender based on what is the thing which it stands for. So if you're saying milk, if it's neuter, Brahmanartham. If you're giving him some Yavagu, Strilinga, it becomes Brahmanartha. Tatpurusha, what breaks the rule? Now it becomes the gender of Anyapada, not Uttarapada. Are you with me? See, suppose I say Shanmukha. Shanmukha. Who is Shanmukha? The one who has 6 faces. Suppose I made a word, Shanmukha. What would that mean? A female who has 6 faces. The gender of that Bahuvrihi will always depend upon what is the thing which it denotes, not any of the words in the compound. That is a typical story with Bahuvrihi. Anyapada Pradhanam. Therefore, Anyapada will drive the gender. Are you with me? Whereas Tatpurusha, what should drive the gender? Uttarapada. But when you do this Artha, compound the Artha, what will it be driven by? Anyapada. Because Brahmanartham or Brahmanartha or Brahmanartha will depend upon what is the thing you're talking about. Are you with me? This is the extra. And that is what is being told very briefly. Arthena nityasmasa vachanam sarvalingata cha vaktavya. Sarvalingata depends, depending on Anyapada, it will take any link. Example is what? Brahmanartham payaha. It looks like masculine or neuter to you. Payaha. It looks like masculine if you know only Rama Shabda. Paya is payas. Payas, payasi, payamsi. It's neuter. Therefore, Brahmanartham. And then what? Brahmanartha yavagu. Yavagu, example, okay, can be translated as barley by some people. And if you look at Ayurveda, depending on how much water you pour while cooking and what you take out, the water part or the rice part, etc., you have different names. There's something called manda, something called yavagu. So yavagu is a thinner soup. That's called yavagu. It's supposed to be very good for a diuretic. Okay, so they will mention. So now yavagu is feminine, therefore brahmanartha. Milk is neuter, therefore brahmanartham. Okay, and suppose you decided to keep a mango for him, or phalam will be neuter. If you kept some rotika, it will be feminine. If you keep vastram, it will be neuter. Are you with me? Pretty straightforward. But I'm saying tatpurusha, but breaks the rule. That's the exception, slight exception. Okay. So that's the thing here. Then you have what? Bali. Bali means the offering given, This is typical fourth case use. Kuberaya balihi. For Kubera, it's called Kubera bali. Maharajaya balihi. Maharaja balihi. Hita. What is good? What is good for the cows? Gohitam. Ashwahitam. What is good for horses? Sukha. Go sukham. What is sukha for a cow? Go rakshitam. See, this go rakshitam means what is saved for a cow. Gave rakshitam. Like let's say you saved some fodder for the cow for summer. That will be called gave rakshitam. So in this, I would not worry about any of these too much. This bali, rakshita, don't worry too much about all these. But this artha is very important. Compound artha. One we saw here, brahmanartha, etc. This is very common in the language. You should know. Okay. So now let us go to our document for a minute. We've done the sutra. Now we will look at it. Yes, Bhuma, just give me a second. Okay. Yeah.
Swamiji, just a small doubt. When we do Shraddam, there is a the last part, like we say, when the Bhojanam is given, we say Brahmanartham. Brahmanartham. So that is because Bhojanam is Napumsakalinga. Like how? Why do we say?
Now, do you say it in Sanskrit or do you say it in Tamil? First question.
I am not sure.
See,
Swamiji,
Brahmanartham Bhojan. See, Bhojanam will be Brahmanartham Bhojanam.
That's why we say Brahmanartham.
I without looking at exact text, I don't want to say anything, but
Okay.
likely. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yep. So let's see now. Okay. So I've explained this to you now. Now let us look at these. Yupaya daru, we saw this. Wood for a yupa. Kundalaya hiranyam, gold for earrings. Bhutebhya bali, offering for beings. Any beings. Like Rangoli is Bhuta bali. Gave hitam, hitam proper for cows. Whatever it is. Gave sukham, pleasing to cows. Gave rakshitam, saved for cows. But suppose I say Bhagavad rakshitam. We should not think it is saved for Bhagavan, okay? Contextually, you have to understand what it is. Rakshita word is common. But what does it mean? Bhagavata rakshitam, protected by the Lord. Which we saw last week. This kind of example. So you should not be taken away by the words. Words should help you, but not all the way. Then this artha examples. What is it? Dvijaya ayam. Now, do you remember what is ayam? Ayam, imau, ime. Masculine or feminine or neuter? That much you should know, okay? Ayam is masculine. Therefore, Dvijartha. Chatraya iyam. Iyam is what? Feminine. Therefore, Chatrartha yavagu. For student. Tubhyam idam. What is that? For you. Tubhyam means for you. Fourth case. Tvadartham. Where do you get tvadartham? What is the pratipadika for you?
Yushmat.
Yushmat. So Yushmat will become what? In compounds, it becomes Twat. Yushmat will become, in compounds, it becomes Twat, typical. And Asmat will become Mat. Yushmat will become Twat. Asmat will become Mat. So Mat Kritam means what? Done by me. Done by us. Twat Kritam means what? Done by you. So when you do a homa yaga, you'll say what? Brahmanaya tubhyam aham sampradade. I am giving it to you. And I'm giving it to you without expecting a return back from you. I'm giving it to you for good. Sampradade, sampradana. So what will it be? Brahmanartham. Kim? Dhanam. Okay. So money given to the Brahmana. Money for the Brahmana. Brahmanartham dhanam. Okay. Then, this is example. Tvadartham. Shishave idam. Depend on what you're saying for the child. So it becomes payaha. Then it becomes shishave idam because payaha is new. Yes, Priyanka.
If in a sentence, Brahmanartham or Brahmanaya, are they used interchangeably or they would
You
mean?
could. You cannot say Brahmanaya artha, but Brahmanartham is fine. Either Brahmanaya or Brahmanartha.
They both mean exactly the same.
They mean exactly the same. See, only thing is you have to watch is now, it's not just Dvijaya. It is Dvijaya ayam because Anyapada Pradhana. That's a slight wrinkle that you have to be aware of. We are talking of something else. What it is will determine the gender of this artha ending compound. Okay. Whereas in Brahmanaya, whether it's Brahmanaya, Supaha, Brahmanaya Yavagu, Brahmanaya, you don't have a problem. But if you make a compound, you have to know which gender to use. Okay. Now, look at this. Why did I put it here? Okay. This is an example, okay? Just to make sure you don't think every artha is like that. This is from Gita. Tattva-jnanartha darshanam. You will see this in the 13th chapter. Amanitvam adampitvam. It will end with Tattva-jnanartha darshanam. What is Tattva-jnanartha darshanam? There, Bhashikara will say Tattva-jnanam. Okay? Tasya artha. So, Tattva-jnanartha is what? Shashti tatpurusha. Tattva-jnanasya artha. Tattva-jnanartha. Just because the artha, don't assume it will be chaturthi tatpurusha. This I have thrown in here just for you to make sure that you don't, just go by words. You have to look at context. Okay. This much is the chaturthi. 1 second. I thought I put something more here. Give me a second, okay? Okay. I'll see. I should have something. I thought I had typed up something. I can't find it right now. But say, take an example, right? Tadvijnanartham sa gurumeva bhigachet. Tadvijnanartham sa gurumeva bhigachet. What is vijnanartham now? This is homework. You have to figure out now. What is it going along with? Tadvijnanartham saha gurum eva abhigachet. What will be the what will the Vigraha Vakya for Vijnanartham now? Who will tell me? Can you try? Anyone? See, Brahmanartham is what? Brahmanaya ayam or Brahmanaya idam or Brahmanaya iyam. Very straightforward, depending on gender. Okay? Nothing more than that. So, what will be Vijnanartham then? First word should be clear in the Vigraha Vakya. What will it be?
Vijnanaya.
Vijnanaya. Correct. Vijnanaya. Now the question is, what it is saying Vijnanartham? Does it mean it's neuter? It could be neuter. It could be second case of anything, any other gender of masculine also, correct? What word is going there? Vijnana, tad vijnanartham sa gurum eva abhigachet. What's going along with Vijnanartham?
Gurum.
Gurum. Good. Now, is guru neuter or masculine?
Masculine.
Good. So what should the Vigraha Vakya be now?
Vijnanam.
Vijnanaya ayam. Vijnanaya ayam. Kaha guruhu.
But ayam is 1-1.
Let it be. Now you compound is what? Vijnanartha. Okay? Because masculine. Vijnanartha is the compound. Now that is the Vijnanartha is the Pratipadika in masculine. Now you decline. You have to decline it along with where it fits in sentence. So whom are you going to? Abhigachet. Come Abhigachet. Who should you go to? Gurum.
So the
Therefore,
compound.
Vijnanartham Gurum.
So the compound originally is Vijnan Arthaha.
Vijnanartha. Artha is masculine already. Vijnanartha. Akaranta Pullinga.
And because of Gurum,
Vijnanartha.
it becomes
Declines
Vijnanartha.
as Rama Shabda. Vijnanartha, Vijnanartham, Vijnanartha. Does it make sense? See, it's not so much for the compound. I'm doing every class, giving you more language as we go. So you are able to follow what we're looking at. So like this, you will find many more sentences in Vedanta with this artha. A lot of them. Even in general language, you'll find. The rest, Bali, Hita, Sukha, etc., even if you don't remember, hardly anything will be lost. You will find rarely. Bali, you already will go with fourth case, something being given, easy. But artha is important. But every artha is not fourth case. We saw Gita example. Tad vijnanartham is fine. But there what? Tattva jnanartha darshanam. That is Shashti tatpurusa there. So we have to be cautious. Okay? This is clear? Okay. Now we go to the next one, which is what? Am I sharing it? Ashtadhyay? Yes. Okay. Now what does it say? Oh, 1 second, okay? Just give me a minute. That's hard to say here. Okay. No, nothing. Just thought I should think about it for a minute. Pancami bhayena. What are the cases here? Panchami, prathama ekavachanam, bhayena, titya ekavachanam. So what is going to happen now?
5
So, Panchami, a word ending in Panchami will combine with what?
Bhayena.
With the word bhaya. With the word bhaya. And what will be a compound? Compound will be Panchami tatpurusha. Okay, this is the first rule. Now, we go back a bit. Okay, you see now, we saw this one. Chaturthi tarathabalihita raksat rakshitaihi. This is the, what I told you, the Vartika there. Arthena nityasamasa visheshalingata iti vaktavyam. Right? Now you look at the next one. Pancami bhayena.
Bhaya.
What is it saying after that? Bhaya, bhita, bhiti, bhibihi iti vaktavyam. Means what? The sutra should have read, not bhayena panchami. Pancami bhayena should have read panchami. And next word should have been what? Bhaya, bhiti, bhaya, bhita, bhiti, bhibihi. That's what it has said. This is what the Vartikakara has to tell you. Means what? Don't make this compound restricted by this rule to just one word bhaya. Allow the words bhita, bhiti, bhihi also. Am I making sense? So just looking at this much, knowing it's tatpurusa, you will know what? A word ending in fifth case will combine with the word bhaya, and by the second line with bhaya, bhita, bhiti or bhi to form a panchami tatpurusa compound. This is how I want you to understand. So it becomes very easy now. Just by looking at sutra, panchami bhayena. Okay. Now, the word which is here in the first case is panchami. Panchami means what? The word ending in fifth case. Okay. Now, you have two words. Now you should remember one more thing. When do you use fifth case in the language? When do we use fifth case in the language? Do you remember?
Apadan.
Apadana, correct. One reason. But we also talked about a upapada, vibhakti, with fear. With fear. Bhi tra arthanam bhaya hetu. Bhi, is it upapada? It could be apadana. I don't remember offhand. Give me a second. Just give me 1 second. It must be apadana itself.
Yes.
So, Bhitra Arthanam, yeah, it's apadana. So, Bhitra Arthanam Bhaya Hetu. Now, this is what it is, an extension of the, just give me a second, okay. Okay, see this. This is our typical example for apadana. Dhruvam apaye apadanam. Dhruvam apaye apadanam. Look, when we are looking at this sutra, this is called a Sangya Sutra. What is it called? Sangya Sutra. Sangya means what? You're defining something. What is the word we want to define? We want to define the word apadanam. We want to define the word apadanam. What is the word apadanam? Dhruvam apaye. Dhruvam apaye. Apaya means what? Going away. Apai. Dhatu. Apaya means going away. In a situation of going away, apaye, that which is dhruvam, which doesn't move, is called apadana. Are you with me? In a situation of moving away, in an action that is moving away, that which is unmoved is apadana. Relatively unmoved, not absolutely. So now a tree is separating from a branch. Is there a movement involved? A tree is moving away from the branch. Is there a movement involved? Sorry, a fruit, not tree. I'm sorry. A fruit is moving away from a branch, from a tree. Okay? Tree can't move away from a branch. Wrong. So a fruit is basically falling from a tree. Is there a movement involved? Moving away. What is moving away? The fruit. What is unmoving in that moving? The branch or the tree. Therefore, what will be apadana? The tree or the branch. Therefore, what will you say? What is apadana now? Patati, falls, is your verb. What is falling away? Phalam patati. From where does it fall away? What is apadana?
Tree.
Tree. Therefore, what?
Vrikshat.
Vrikshat patati. Apadana will take fifth case. This is what we'll normally say, apadane panchami. This is the basic. Apadana will take panchami. But Panini says, I am defining what is apadana, right? Apadana is not only this. There are more definitions for apadana, additional definitions. Are you with me? So let's go back there now. So what happens now? Dhruvam apaye apadanam is one definition. Next definition is what? So you can read. This is the simplest sutra you can see, okay? Pretty simple. Apaye dhruvam karakam apadanam. Definition. That karaka, which is unmoving in a situation of moving away, is called apadana. And all karakas are defined between 1,421 and, 1,423 and till the end of 1,4. Any karaka definitions you will find in this section. 1,423 till 1,455 or so. Exact number I don't remember, but it will be there. So now first definition is what? First definition in karaka is dhruva apaye apadana. And you know what we will say? Panini the Shuddha Vedantin. Talking of karakas, the first thing he says, what stays unmoved when Srishti happens? Bhagavan. Dhruvam. That is apadana. So when he gave the first dhatu pata, he said bhu sattayam. First atmane pada dhatu is edhri vriddhau. Vriddhi. Satta, vriddhi. Vriddhi means limitless, unlimited. And first karaka is what? Apadanam. So Puja Swamiji would revel in these and say, look, Panini is Vedanta. Just a note. Okay. Not interesting from grammar, but good to know. Now, the next definition is what? Of same apadana. Bhitrarthanam bhayahetuhu. Apadanam is coming down as anuvritti. Bhitrarthanam bhayahetuhu. What is bhi? Fear. Tra, trying palane, which saves you, removes fear. Bhitrarthanam bhayahetuhu. See, if you have to be protected, you have to be protected from what? From something? Do you need to be protected from something you're comfortable with or something you're afraid of? Something you're afraid of. So there is a bhaya hetu in both fear and when you seek protection. Correct? When there's a fear also, you have an object of fear, a cause for fear. And when you seek protection also, you are seeking protection from something which is a cause for fear. The cause for fear in a situation of fear, right? And when associated with protection from which fear? That cause for the fear will be defined as what? Apadanam. Bhi tra arthanam. When you have a root which has a meaning of fear or tra, to protect. In both these roots involvement, the hetu for the bhaya, the cause for the fear will be placed in, will be called apadanam. Will be called what? Apadanam. And later he will say apadane panchami. Whatever I'm defining apadana, you place in fifth case. Separation of two things. Karaka you first understand and you map karaka to. Okay? Bhi? Yes, Priyanka.
So this is Upapada Vibhakti?
Which one? No, it is karaka. Because karaka is apadana, we're going to say karake panchami. When no karaka is involved and we have to give a bhakti, then it will be called uppat. Whenever I say apadana or karta or karma or karna, when I define it, then it's a upapat, it's a karaka.
Okay.
Because for apadana, I'll take pancami. Are you with me? Yes, Ganeshanji.
Swamiji, I heard Mananat Prayate iti mantraha, something like that.
Yeah.
Does it?
Don't assume it is bhaya hetu there, okay?
Okay.
Heta also pancami will come. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't take it bhaya hetu. It's not a karaka there. You're not, see, Mananat Trayate, Kasmat Trayate, Papa Trayate. That Papa will be Karak Panchami.
Okay. Okay.
In fact, Mananena Papa Trayate. And Tritiya Panchami, sometimes both will apply in certain hetu. Okay? But you have to be cautious. What is the bhaya hetu for a trana will be apadana, not otherwise.
Okay.
Manana is not bhaya hetu. So it cannot be Karak Panchami. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. So, let's go back. So you see, this is 1425. So now if I just say, look for 142, you will find what? Dhruvapaye apadanam. Right? Then he says, look, not only for apaya, even when you have jugupsa, virama, pramada, for all these also, whatever goes with that word will also go in Panchami. This is a Vartika. All right. Then what else? Paraje rasodaha. So you will find a few definitions. We are not looking at all of them right now, but just to give you a feel for the structure, okay? All these are definition of upadana, apadana. Then we will say apadane Panchami. Okay? We're not interested in all of this right now. We'll go back to where we were. Where were we? 2.1.3 something. We were at Panchami Bhayena. Why did I go from here to there? To show you that Panchami will always go with Apadana, and that word Bhaya will not automatically come with Panchami. Cause of fear will be in Panchami. All right. So now let's enter the sutra. So look at this now. First, you take the word Bhaya. What does it mean? Panchamiyantam subantam padam Bhaya shabdena subantena saha samasyate vibhasha tatpurusa maso bhavati. A word ending in fifth case may combine with the word Bhaya. Okay. Vibhasha means optionally. You may make a compound, you may not. Not nityam. You have a choice. Either you can say, vrikebhyah bhayam, sentence, or you can say vrika bhayam, means the same. Mama vrikebhyah bhayam asti, or mama vrika bhayam asti. Vrika means the wolf. I'm afraid of wolves. This is clear? Vrikebhyah bhayam, vrika bhayam. Now, you are afraid of what else? Whatever you are afraid of, okay? You want to find out, look at list of phobias. You'll find a whole lot of them. Chaura bhayam. Chaurat bhayam. Chaura bhayam. Dasyu bhayam. Dasyoho bhayam. Dasyu bhayam. Whatever you are afraid of, make a compound. Not only the word bhaya, you extend it now to what? Bhita, bhiti, bhihi. So you'll get what? Vrikebhyah bhitaha. It's a word. It becomes vrika bhitaha. Just replacing bhaya with bhita. Afraid, ta pratyanta. Bhitihi. Fear of wolves. Fear, bhihi. So this is what it is saying. So you can see, if you can follow this much of Sanskrit, then sutras are now coming within your range. This is what I want you to start seeing, okay? I've been working towards making you understand simple sense of Sanskrit so that we can use these very well. This is clear? Pancami, one compound is clear? Yes, Priyanka.
Swamiji, here you said it's optional that we can compound it or not compound it.
Yes.
Does that mean all the previous ones conditions?
Yes, no, generally most of the ones we have seen are free. You may compound, you may not compound.
So
But if you use the word artha in chaturthi, you have to compound. You cannot have a sentence. Because you cannot make a vigraha vakya with artha. That's nitya samasa.
right.
Generally, compounds are optional. But in certain meanings, you have to compound. Like I told you, if you say Brahmana Bandhu, I said in one of the classes, Brahma Bandhu, then it does not mean you're a relative of a Brahmana. It means you're an idiot. Because your only claim to fame is you're related to a Brahmana, you're not a Brahmana yourself by training. You don't learn anything. So Brahma Bandhu is a nitya compound, and it has a different meaning. Krishna Sarpa doesn't mean black snake. It means a snake which is deadly, poisonous, cobra. So there are certain which are nitya samasa. There you don't have a choice. Where you have a choice, you may compound, you may not compound. And the word for choice is vibhasha. Good word to remember. Panini when you're learning, vibhasha. Another word, anyatarasyam. What's the word? Anyatarasyam. Vibhasha also means or. Anyatarasyam also means what? Or. Mouthful. Mean the same. Is this somewhat clear? Yes, Ramesh.
Swamiji, this Dvaitat Bhayam Bhavati, that also will
Tell
come
me.
in. And these,
Dvaitat bhayam bhavati. Good. So what do you have to say about it?
I mean, can it be compounded there, like Dvaitat Bhayam?
Yes, why not? What will it be in?
Dvabai?
No. Dvaitat bhayam bhavati. You said correctly. Dvaitat bhayam. Vigraha vakya is what? Dvaitat bhayam. Pancami is there. Bhaya is there. Now, what's the next step you should do to make a compound? Drop the case endings. Drop the case endings. Drop the case ending from Dvaitat. What will you get?
Vaya.
Think carefully. You know it. Think carefully. Ramat. What is the word without case ending? Rama. Dvaitat.
Dvaita.
That's it. Dvaita. What's the second word? Bhayam. Drop the case ending.
Bhaya. Bhayam.
Bhaya. Combine now.
Vaita.
Without case ending, combine the two words.
Vaita Bhaya.
That's it. That's your compound. So simple.
Okay.
Dvaita Bhaya.
Thank you.
Now you can use any number of words. You can now make cases with that. Dvaita Bhaya, Dvaita Bhayam, Dvaita Bhayaha, etc. Like Rama. Why? Bhaya is at the Dvaita Bhaya is the tatpurusa compound. Bhaya is what gender? Masculine. Therefore, Dvaita Bhaya is what gender? Masculine. It will go akaranta pullinga. Very straightforward.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Now, can you think of other bhayas you have seen in Vedanta? It's not easy. It's not difficult. Dvaita Bhaya is good. Come on.
Pap Bhaya?
Papa Bhaya. Good. What else?
Vyagra Bhayam.
Huh?
Vyagra Bhayam. Vyagra Bhayam.
Again? I couldn't hear you.
Vyagra.
Vyagra. I'm saying in Vedanta. Correct. Vyagra Bhaya is correct. You are afraid of tiger. Correct. In Vedanta, yes, Sampath.
If the tiger, Swamiji, if the tiger is running, then
If the tiger is running, so then what will happen?
it is not stationary. What I mean, Dhrubam,
No, no, no.
Apai.
No. Now don't mix two things. There are two definitions, okay? One is in a situation of movement, that which is stationary will be a kapadana. That is not the rule we are using now. We are using the second rule. Bhitrarthana bhaya hetu. You are afraid. There's a fear situation. What is the cause for fear? A tiger. Whether it's walking tiger, running tiger makes no difference. Tiger is the cause of fear. It is apadana.
Okay.
Now, if you want the tiger running from where? From the mountain. Then parvatat. No, parvata will become apadana. Two different things. I can say parvatat dhavan parvatat one second. Parvatat dhavatah vyagrat aham bhitah asmi. I use both. Parvatat dhavatah. There parvata is pancami because it is apadana with reference to tigers running. Okay? Parvatat dhavatah. Vyagrat. Again, vyagrat is pancami. Why? Aham bhitah asmi. But suppose tiger running afraid of me, then what will happen?
I become Apadana.
Asmat, you know. So, aham avam vayam, mam avam asman, maya avabhyam asmabhi, makhyam me avabhyam asmabhyam, mat bhayat, vyagraha dhavati. So, both are possible. Who is the source of fear? You should know. That bhaya hetu will go in, will become apadana. What will happen to apadana? It will go in panchami. Yeah?
Correct.
Yes. Where were we now? When you took me away to Vyagra, running Vyagra.
Bhitra.
Yeah. Akshay, you have a question?
No, sorry, I had more examples of.
Okay. I don't know. I lost my train of thought trying to answer Amiyanshu, but I was trying to say something.
Other words from the Vedanta, Bhaya words from Vedanta.
Correct. Yeah. Never mind. Go ahead, Harsha.
Abhikramanasha bhayam. Bhaya.
Abhikramanasha. Neha abhikramanashosti. See, correct. Abhikramanasha bhayam. Abhikramanasha is the bhaya hetu. And that's a compound in itself. Abhikramanasha is a compound in itself. The loss of some beginning, like a crop. Good. Next. What else?
Ragadvesha bhaya.
Is ragadvesha a source of bhaya for you? If it is, you're okay. That's your vivaksha. Okay. Then
Pratyavaya bhaya.
pratyavaya bhaya. Correct. Pratyavaya bhaya. Mimamsakas have it all the time. If you don't do something, will happen. Correct. Then
Krodhat bhayah.
Krodhat bhayah. Is krodha a source of fear to you? If it is, then it's fine. Okay? If it is, it's okay. All right. Reena, you're trying to say something, you're putting a smiley instead of a hand. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry. Samsara.
Swamiji?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Swamiji is like
Yeah.
a bhava bhitim.
Bhava bhitihi. Correct. Very good.
What
Bhava
will be?
bhitihi.
Yes.
Bhava bhayaha. Good. Correct. Panchami there also.
Bhava?
Bhava is the source of fear. Becoming.
Okay.
Life of becoming. Yes, Bhuma, you had something to say?
The same one, Swamiji, and also
Okay.
samsarat.
Good. Good. I was looking for that word for a long time. Samsara bhayaha. Oh, that if you don't have, we have a problem. We have samsara pritihi. We have a problem. No.
And
Samsara
Bhavasagara dukkhat bhayaha.
Correct. Therefore, bhavasagarat
Bhayaha.
dukkhat bhaya. Correct. Possible. Yes, Raji. Partha. Sorry.
Swamiji, mane chuti bhayam.
Mane chuti bhayam. Mane chuti bhayam. So what is the source of fear there?
Chuti.
Chuti.
Bhayam.
Correct. Chuti means falling, slipping. Mane chuti bhayam. Then what else is there in that verse?
Nepalat bhayam.
Arthe. Vannipala, sorry, what pala?
Nepala.
Nripala, correct. Nripala. You have fear of the king. King is bhaya hetu. Right? Then
Yes.
what else do you have? Vade khala bhayam. You're arguing. You have a fear of someone. Correct. So that Niti Shataka, you're giving example. Not Niti Shataka, Vairagya Shataka. So you will find several of them. One verse. Sarvam vastu bhayan vitam bhuvi nirna vairagyam eva. Right? So these are all examples of, you can see now how many compounds you can make. With bhaya, example Reena gave was bhiti, bhaya, bhiti, bhihi. You can be samsara bhihi. Karma bhayam you can have. Karmat bibhyati. Karmana, not karma. Karmana bibhyati. Right? Examples. But now I said what? Bhaya he, bhitrarthanam bhaya het. So, you know, my source of fear is Vyagra. Vyagrat rakshati ripaha mam. From the source of fear, the tiger, the king protects me. Or chorat rakshati. But you cannot make, you know, see, you said Vyagra bhayam. Vyagra rakshanam also is there. Vyagra bhayat rakshanam. There you cannot make pancami tatpurusha. Vyagrat rakshati or Vyagrat rakshitaha, you cannot make a compound. Vyagra rakshita. It is pancami. But only the word bhaya and its equivalents can be compounded, not rakshanam. Restriction. Understand? That's why bhitrarthanam bhaya hetu, that is definition of apadana. And now what? Bhayena pancami. The word bhaya and extra words we gave, bhitihi, etc. Those alone can go into pancami tatpurusha by this sutra. Am I making sense? So, see here now examples. So you can see how easily you can follow sutra if you understand some Sanskrit. Now examples are what? We saw chorat, bhitihi, etc. You know, vrika bhitihi. Vrika is wolf. Then he says, look, you also can get a word grama nirgataha. This is not included in the sutra. It's not the word bhaya, but you can make this compound. It's there in the language. It has to accommodate it. Therefore, Vartikagara or somebody will tell you, you can. Similarly, adharma jugupsuhu. Jugupsu means one who dislikes, one who shrinks away from. Shrinks away from what? Adharma. This is why I pointed out in the definition of Upadana, I said there's a Vartika which points out the word jugupsu. If you know that, this will get connected. Not that you know sutras right now. Yes, Amyanshu.
This kind of example, suppose Brika Vitha. So we can extend it further to brick like animals, any animals. On
See, it is not about animal now. Whatever your fear, source of fear, you can make a compound.
we can
You
extend
can have
it.
Ishvara Bhiti also. Durga Bhiti. You can have Bhiti of Bangladesh. Doesn't matter what it is, okay? Anything. Bhaya. Panchami goes with Bhayena. See what it says? Panchami antam subantam. Bhayhaddena subantena saha samasyate. I can be afraid of Amyanshu. If I'm afraid of Amyanshu, what will I say? Amyanshu bhayaha. That's it. Very straightforward. You are afraid of your spouse, you can put that. Patni bhayaha. Whatever, okay? All I'm saying is you have license to make any word. Panchami bhayana. No restrictions. But some words will not be allowed. You don't know what they are. But we don't have examples of that here. Okay? That's clear?
Yes.
Good. Now, Next sutra for Panchami. I'm having some fun going with Panini Sutras with you, okay? I'm hoping you're all catching on. So without your knowing, you'll learn some Panini. So now, what does it say? Apeta, apodha, mukta, patita, apatrastaihi, alpashaha, panchami. What does it mean now? These words. Apeta, apodha, mukta, patita, apatrasta. All these words may combine with a word ending in fifth case to form a compound. But there's one extra word, alpashaha. Means not all the time. There are restrictions. Panini does not say what restrictions. He says you should know the language. Okay? But there are restrictions. So what will the example be? So you can see here, apeta, apodha, mukta, patita, apatrasta ityetaihi saha panchamyantam samasyate tatpurusha samaso bhavati. They will combine and form Panchami Tatpurusha. Example of apeta is what? Sukhapetaha. What does Sukhapetaha means now? Sukhat apetaha. Separated from Sukha. Who? Samsari. Sukhapetaha. You can make a sentence. Sukhapetaha. Can I make with any word I like? Can I say Bhojanapetaha? No. Why? List of words is given. Sukha, etc. No, not that. Sorry. I may have said something wrong. Give me a second. What did it say here? It said, it only said apeta. So Bhojanapeta is also fine. Okay. Everything is fine. Apeta is restriction. You cannot use words whatever you like. Only these words. Apeta, apodha, mukta, patita, apatrasta. These words. How many times will you see these words? Not too many times. And moreover, even though the word patita is here, you cannot make a compound prasada patitaha. Prasada means a building. Prasadat patitaha. Suicide, no? Fell down from the top of a building. Now you cannot make a compound prasada patitaha. Why? That's how the language is. Don't ask why. And how does Panini cover that? By telling you that it is alpashaha. So he's saying alpashaha iti samasasya alpa vishayatam achashte. Alpa panchami samasyate na sarva. Not every fifth case can combine these words. There is restriction. This is not important for you. If you don't remember this rule, it doesn't matter. Okay? But this is what the example is now. So now let's go to our see now. Oh, by the way, see, there's something else I want to show you. We saw all this chaturthi, right? Then the word Guru Dakshina, what would normally say? Dakshina given to a guru. So it looks like it is tadartha, for his sake. But it is not prakriti vikriti bhava. Therefore, the compound will only go as Shashti Tatpurusha, not as Chaturthi. Going back to fourth, okay, just pointing it out here. Then Panchami Bhayena we saw just now, okay. So the words ending in the fifth case, words ending in the fifth case may compound the word Bhaya and also with the words Bhita, Bhiti, Bhi to form a fifth case Tatpurusha. These examples we just saw. These words you may not know, you have to just look up the dictionary. Vrishchika means a scorpion. Then, but Chorat Rakshitaha, you cannot make a compound. Chora Rakshitaha. Vyagrat Trataha, Vyagrata, not allowed. Why? Only the word Bhaya Bhiti, not the other way. Cannot make a compound. But Gramat Nirgataha is okay. I have tried to maintain a code. This purple to mean not to be done and green to mean green light. Can do it. Okay. Adharmat jugupsu. One who shies away from adharma is called adharma jugupsu. This compound is allowed, but you cannot make vyagratra. Jugupsu is an extension for bhayabhiti in a way. Then see this apeta, apodha, mukta, apatrasta. The same thing which you saw on the screen. I have copied it here. Okay. What does it mean now? Sukhat apetaha. Apetaha means separated from, devoid of or deprived of comfort. Swargat patitaha, fallen from swarga. Kalpanayaha apodha. This word you don't even worry about. Okay, carried away. Apodha means carried away. This apodha, apatrasta, don't bother with them. Okay, you'll hardly ever see them. But chakrat muktaha, freed from the cycle of samsara. Samsara chakrat mukta. Apetaha you will see. Dukkha petaha. Moksha is dukkha petaha, freed from dukkha. Samsara petaha. This word you will see in Vedanta now and then. Apeta you will see. Patita you might see. Mukta you might see. These two words you can not worry about them. You can remove them from your head. Okay, you're okay. I like to give a discount wherever it's possible, so you don't load what you don't need to your head. And then what? This I explained to you. What is alpasha? So prasadat patitaha is not allowed. Bhojanat apatrastaha not allowed. Why? That's how it is. Language doesn't allow it. Okay. Then we have some more, which is almost time now. Is that right? Yeah, we'll stop. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Any questions? Yes, Priyanka.
So all the rules that we covered in the sutras for samasas, they will all apply to vibhakti also?
Don't make. Generally, yes. Sometimes the vibhakti will come through samasa rule. Yes. Because unless you have vigraha vakya, you cannot make a compound. But then the word artha, I told you, it's only in compound. You cannot get in vibhakti.
Yeah.
Okay. So, generally true, not always true.
And earlier we had done some Paribhasha Sutra for agamas. So different cases were used.
Yeah, that part I will come back to later. Don't worry about agama right.
No, so I just wanted to know, so each set of sutras would have different Paribhasha Sutra which will only apply?
No, when you do samasas, you will not have to worry about agama, adesha, etc. Generally, you don't have to worry about it right now. I'm not telling you sixth case. See, in samasas, we have to only worry about third case and first case. And they have a significance which I did not point out, though I wanted to. I did not point out today. I will do it in some other class. That will help you know the order of the words. You know, so we say pancami bhayena, and we said what? Vrika bhayaha, vyagra bhayaha. So the word in third case, you know, bhayena in the sutra, that will come as the pradhana in tatpurusa. And the word in first case becomes upasarjana, comes first. So we have to only worry about first and third case samasas right now. Don't worry about sixth case much. That will come when we have to do operations like deriving words from scratch. In samasa, you have to know what is in third case, what is in first case. That helps. That first case, third case pointing out will help, especially first case, because that word will become what we call upasarjana. I will talk about it that time. Okay. Anything else? See, as I said, I am not too keen that you understand everything because I have not really introduced Panini very formally to you. But you have enough language now to start understanding some sentences. I'm using it in an exercise in class and also making you learn some grammar, by the way. So I'm trying to do a two-in-one. Okay. And I'm hoping that when you catch on with this, you will start loving Panini more. I want to, make you more enthusiastic to study Panini because there's so much. That's our culture. Okay. All right. No questions? Good. I will. Yes, Ramesh.
Is Panchami that Baya, any Kratanta words that end also can be used?
Give me an example. See, samsara is Kridanta word. Samsara bhaya. No trouble. Vyagra is Kridanta. Visheshena asamanta jigrati iti vyagra. That which smells very well is called vyagra. Therefore, vyagrat bhaya is vyagra bhaya. No restriction on based on what pratyaya is going to form in the word. No restrictions. Bhaya hetu goes to the word bhaya. That's the rule. Whatever you are afraid of. You are afraid of fire, agni bhaya. Afraid of water, jala bhaya. How the word is formed, with tadhita also no problem. You can say dasharati bhaya. So what kind of word doesn't matter here? A noun, okay, which is related to something it's afraid of. You will get Panchami Tatpurusha by this rule. You are afraid of money, dhana bhaya. You are worried about marriage, vivaha bhaya. Whatever is the source of fear. No restriction.
Okay, so thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Done. Okay, I'll stop the recording.